Someone turn it off.
What a game he's got.
It's like,
Very impressive from the Canadian.
All right, Knuckle picks up the king jack suited on the button here. He's going to raise it like everybody would. 800,000.
But right behind him, Eric's got two kings.
Unbelievable. Yep.
1.6.
Eric has played so aggressive at this final table. He gets a premium hand. Good chances he'll get paid off with it.
Well, he's raised to 1.6. James Mackey goes out. Back on Muckle, making the call. And the flop comes out. Queen 6-3.
Yeah, no help for Muckle there.
800.
Eric going to bet 800,000. Well, Muckle has nothing but a backdoor flush draw and a backdoor straight draw, but is going to make the call here, Vince. He could be stepping into quicksand here.
Turn card.
Well, deuce of diamonds. That may actually save Muckle some money. Eric is going to check two kings here. Muckle checks right behind him. And now a jack comes off. Well, this will spell trouble for Muckle.
2.5.
If indeed Eric bets, which he's doing, 2.5 million. Vince, when your opponent checks on the turn and it's queen high board, I don't see how you can possibly throw two jacks away here.
You would not think so. There's the donation.
Kings.
Nope. The call by Muckle. You can't blame him for calling the way this hand was played. What a crafty check it turned out to be by Eric on the turn there.
Otherwise, he doesn't get the action on the river.
So Eric taking down that pot with two kings. The businessman from Montreal mixing up his play well tonight. She looks down at ace jack. She's going to raise it. Makes it 150,000 to go.
Racner out, and now Kirk Morrison with a queen 10 of clubs will call.
Kirk, one of those players not afraid to play pots.
Andrew Roble out, Antonio out as well. So two-handed action, Mike.
You and me, baby.
Kirk and Vanessa, and here's the flop.
Now flop comes jack 10-6.
Look out.
With two spades. Vanessa's flop top pair, top kicker.
Call.
Quickly makes a continuation bet of 225 and a call by Kirk.
Well, the king comes on the turn. That helps him, and then it gives him an open-end straight draw. Vanessa out in front with the jacks, but she checks. Now Kirk has a pair of tens, of course.
And he says, I'm going to check as well. Down to the river we go.
And he's going to take the free card
Whoa.
off. And what a free card it is. Breaks into a big grin as he makes Broadway, the ace-high straight. Vanessa checks. She's got aces and jacks, but
400,000.
He has to bet it.
well, 400,000 is the bet.
Vanessa's going to pay it off.
Queen.
That is sickening if you're Vanessa. Mr. Clark Kent there, picking up a nice pot.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at clubwpt.com. Sign up today for free using bonus code YT22 and get a free entry into a $5,000 guaranteed tournament.
Blinds have gone up to 6 and 1,200. Antes have doubled to 200, and you'll notice the magician has taken a seat at the table.
I'm gonna be very nearly now.
He has 100,000. That's what you get when you re-enter. Meanwhile, Richard Young is having a good time with King Jack offsuit. He opens for a raise to 3,000, and Tony G looks down at Ace Jack of Hearts. He's just gonna call. No need to isolate.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tony could consider three betting with Ace Jack of Hearts, but I think the more standard play would be just call and see a flop.
Max Altergott gets involved with Ace 5 offsuit.
Getting a pretty good price from the big blind with two people already in.
We take the flop three-way, and it's 10-5 queen, all diamonds. Max has the nut flush draw and bottom pair. Richard has an open-ended straight draw, and Tony with the Broadway draw. Turn card, the 9 of hearts, and Richard has made the nut straight.
Now, from Max's point of view, after both Richard and Tony check the flop, it's not unreasonable to try to bet here, even not necessarily for value with just a pair of fives, but he also has the ace of diamonds and is just taking control of the pot.
Well, Richard chose to smooth call with the nut straight, considering 3 diamonds are out there. It's not the nuts. Tony G's out of the way. We're down to heads up, and look at the river. A third 5 from Max. He may not have thought 5s were good once Richard called, but now he's got to believe his hand is good.
Yeah, this is the perfect card for Richard Young because now Max is definitely going to bet for value, and he does make a big bet here.
16,800.
So big that I don't think Richard can even raise here. With 3 diamonds and a paired board, Looks like Richard just calls with the straight, and Max a little bit disappointed to have value bet the worst hand.
Yeah, he was ready to show his hand, and then he wasn't.
In poker, we call that value cutting, when you bet for value, expecting to have the best hand, but then run into an even stronger hand.
Trips. Huh? Trips. Lunkin, I feel like this table is a lot more quiet, but it's the same table. And Tony G's here, and it's more quiet.
First of all,
how is that possible?
Tony G's scared. He has a reputation to protect these days.
And by the way, he is our buddy Tony Dunn's roommate. They travel the world together. Two tough poker minds. But let's get back to these six. Right now, Tommy Winters from Texas looks at the 8-9 of spades.
Well, he lets it go. Most pros might have played that hand.
Antonio also out.
Yeah, Lucky Chewie looks down at the 10-7 of hearts. And you can see he's getting out raising chips. Makes it 80,000 to go. Jeremy out.
And now it's on to Robbie out of Chicago, 26 years old. Going to release that hand.
Now Sean Buchanan going for a second WPT title tonight. Has 2 deuces, and he's going to make the call.
That is right. So it's 10-7 up against deuces. Flop comes up ace, queen, 10.
Not a good flop for Sean Buchanan with all those overcards.
He checks it now. Lucky Chewie hitting the 10s there. But he is going to check as well. Kind of surprised at that. Here comes the turn.
I'm very surprised.
Oh, boy.
Continuation bet. And now the deuce comes off on the turn.
Can't check those flops.
I'll give Sean Buchanan 3 deuces. He is now going to bet. Lucky Chewie is drawing dead. No card he can catch to win this pot now. So whatever money he puts in the pot, say goodbye to.
Down to the river. 7.
Well, this gives Lucky Chewie 2 pair. It could get him in big trouble, Vince.
Oh, boy. Gotta say, Lucky Chewie dug the hole, put the branches and the twigs over it himself, and waited for himself to fall in.
Didn't play it too well. It wasn't too lucky that a 7 came on the river, where he had to pay him off a 2 pair.
375,000 worth, and Lucky Chewie's got to be kicking himself, saying, "Why did I make the continuation bet? Why?"
Most likely would have won that pot had he bet the flop. Instead, he lost it by giving his opponent a free card, where he hit lightning on the turn, made 3 deuces. Sean very happy right now.
Chewie, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Go, Chewie.